always dreamed of the perfect wedding, white roses, soft music, and the man I loved waiting at the altar. Jason was that man. Charming, successful, confident. He made every day feel like a fairy tale. 3 years together, and not once did I question where we were headed. He proposed on a cliffside under the stars with my sister Bella standing nearby, clapping and wiping fake tears. Bella had always been the bold one. Loud, impulsive, the kind who could command a room. I adored her, even when she crossed lines, even when her laughter with Jason felt a little too familiar. I told myself it was harmless. Families are close. She was just friendly. Jason always brushed it off. "You're imagining things," he'd say, kissing my forehead. And I believed him. I wanted to. In the days leading up to the wedding, he grew more distant. I chalked it up to nerves. The venue was massive, guests arriving from everywhere, and I wanted everything to be flawless. My parents were thrilled, my friends envious. I had it all, a ring, a future, and a man who looked like a magazine cover in a tux. That morning my dress hung on the door, glowing in the light. I was excited, anxious, glowing. I stepped out to find Jason. Just to see him. To calm my heart. I took the elevator up to his suite. The hallway was quiet. His door wasn't shut all the way. I paused. I heard soft voices, laughter, familiar. I pushed it gently, just enough, and my entire world stopped breathing. My sister's dress on the floor. Jason's hands on her waist. My breath caught before I could scream. My heart dropped before I could cry. Everything I knew, gone in an instant, and I didn't say a word. I backed away, numb, like my body was moving but my mind stayed frozen in that doorway. I couldn't believe it, my fiancé and my sister. The two people I trusted most. My heart didn't just break. It cracked silently, in places I didn't know existed. I reached the end of the hallway before I heard Jason's voice behind me. Panicked, calling my name. I kept walking. He grabbed my arm, breathless, saying, "It's not what it looked like." But it was. I saw enough. Bella stood behind him, face blank, eyes low, lips parted like she had something to say but no courage to say it. Jason kept talking, rambling about stress, confusion, that it was a stupid mistake, that it meant nothing. He said he was drunk. But it was morning. He said it just happened once. But his tone lacked conviction. I asked him one question. "How long?" And in that pause, in the silence he couldn't fill, I had my answer. Bella still hadn't spoken. I looked at her, and all I could see was betrayal. Not lust. Not seduction. Betrayal. I didn't cry. I didn't shout. I simply turned and walked away, letting the pain sit heavy in my chest. Back in the bridal suite, I stared at myself in the mirror, done up, flawless, and destroyed inside. The dress mocked me. The silence screamed. My phone buzzed. Bridesmaids asking if I was ready. I stared at Jason's name flashing on my screen. I didn't answer. I picked up my phone and texted my best friend. "It's over. I'm not marrying him." That was it. No drama.
No explanations.
Just a sentence that ended everything. I removed the ring, placed it beside my bouquet, and sat there alone, breathing through the storm. I left without telling anyone.
No speeches. No confrontations.
Just silence. The kind that screams louder than chaos ever could. Outside, the world kept turning. Cars moved, strangers laughed, but everything in me had stopped. I didn't look back. I didn't need to. I knew Jason would come after me eventually. He always chased things once they slipped. And right on cue, by nightfall he was at my door. Red-eyed, broken sounding, asking me to listen. He said he made a mistake. He said he panicked. He said he still loved me. I stood still, watching him fall apart, the same way I had just hours ago. But I felt nothing. Just a dull ache and the weight of truth. He asked for forgiveness. Promised to fix it. Promised to cut Bella off. But there's no way to fix something that was never real. I told him to leave. He begged. Said we had plans, history, a future. I reminded him he had choices too, and he made his. He called it weakness. I called it betrayal. My silence rattled him more than anything I could have shouted. When he finally walked away, I didn't cry. I'd already done that in the quiet space between discovery and decision. In the days that followed, everyone wanted answers. My parents were heartbroken. My mother blamed herself. Bella vanished, no calls, no apologies. I didn't search for her. Some things don't deserve chasing. I channeled my pain into purpose. I started writing. A blog at first. Raw, honest, unapologetic. Thousands read it. Thousands related. Somehow my heartbreak turned into healing. Not just mine but others. People thanked me for saying what they couldn't. For surviving what crushed them. I found my voice in the wreckage. And slowly I realized I was never meant to be saved. I was meant to rebuild. On my own terms. Months passed. I wasn't trying to be strong anymore, I just was. The kind of strength that comes from knowing the worst already happened, and you lived through it. The blog grew faster than I expected. Women from all over shared their stories, their wounds. I wasn't alone. And neither were they. I gave interviews, got invited to panels. Somehow my worst day became the start of something real. Then came a message from a wellness brand. A collaboration offer. I didn't care about the money, but when I saw the name tied to it, I paused. Their CEO was Jason's biggest competitor. The irony wasn't lost on me. I said yes without hesitation. The campaign exploded. My name was everywhere. Not as the girl who got left at the altar, but as the woman who walked away. Jason texted again. I saw the ad. You look powerful.
I'm sorry.
I didn't reply. I didn't block him. I just didn't care anymore. Bella sent a message too. A long paragraph about regret, confusion, bad choices. I deleted it before finishing. Closure doesn't come from others. It comes when you no longer need their words to move forward. And then there was Nicholas. Quiet, thoughtful, no games. We met at a speaking event. He didn't try to impress me. He listened. And in that calm I found peace. It wasn't a whirlwind romance. It was a slow unfolding. Honest. Steady. A year later he asked me to marry him. Not with a big gesture, just a simple moment that felt real. I said yes. Not because I was healing but because I had healed. This time I chose with clarity. Jason begged.
Bella vanished.
And I rose. Not in spite of them but because I finally chose me. And I never looked back.